here. However, on RuneScape, Easter is already here. Guys, gals, we gotta talk about Easter. If you do not celebrate Easter, well, whatever you're going to be celebrating this weekend or something that you've already have celebrated, I hope you have the best and joyful weekend. Or if you already did have your holiday, well, that's awesome. I'm going to have my holiday in a couple days, but hey, we have a lot of stuff to cover in this action-packed video. Firstly, I just want to say for any mining hippie friends out there, well, NightmareRH is probably going to be joining the 99 Mining Club in about 4 months. This skill sucks. It's terrible. I just want to get it over already. It's not going very well, and I can't wait until I can put a check in the box. For my fellow 99 miners out there, you know what I'm talking about. And for anyone who has not gotten this thing to 99 just yet, well, you're in for very slow and rude awakening. But then, who am I kidding? Probably going to be doing agility next, or maybe finishing some Slayer. But, hey, whatever. That's a completely different topic. Okay, so we're going to be talking about Easter in this video. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a lot of live streaming. Probably most likely also on Saturday as well. For anyone that was not aware, I've been talking about this over the last week, covering a lot of 2004 Scape content. So if you haven't seen the last couple videos I've been posting, definitely check them out. Next month is my 17th year anniversary as a content creator on YouTube. In June, it's going to be my 20th year anniversary playing RuneScape. Yeah, it's crazy. 17 is actually one of my very lucky numbers, believe it or not. So I'm thinking about doing a challenge next month, doing every day uploading a new video, or rather making a new video, and also doing a live stream as well. I'm not sure how long these live streams may be. Some people are saying, oh, Nightmare, you should stream like 12 hours each day. No, I'm not a full-time streamer anymore like I was years ago. I have a lot of other obligations, but a couple hours every day here and there, I can definitely sacrifice some of my sleep for you guys. I love you all. I'm not going to chop off a body part for you, though, but I'll sacrifice some sleep. Don't worry. Okay, so I'll definitely be letting you all know more as we get closer to the month of May. Please let me know down below if you think that's going to be a pretty decent challenge. I actually haven't done that in many, many years. Uploaded a new video and done a live stream every day. I did a lot of those content creator challenges back during like 2014, 15, and 16 when I was streaming full time. But it's gonna be, well, it's gonna be fun for a lot of content, but it's gonna be kind of getting myself back in the groove of a lot of content creating. Okay, Easter. Let's talk about Easter. I've actually made a tremendous amount of Easter videos over the years, going back as far as, oh boy, we got my earliest one being March 29th, 2010. The last Easter video that I actually made was 2016. I don't really know why. But every year on RuneScape, there is an Easter event, and if you go to the RuneScape wiki, which is RuneScape 3, but also it used to be RuneScape 2, and then it also used to be RuneScape, and then also used to be RuneScape Classic. So, 2002 Easter event, there only drop. I believe this was the first, actually, no, I'm wrong. The first event ever on RuneScape was Halloween 2001, I believe. Almost positive it was that. But, yeah, 2002, you had the first Easter event. You got an Easter egg, which I believe is well over like $1 billion now on RuneScape 3. Actually, let's see. Easter egg, where are you? Easter eggs were dropped. Yeah, give me some of those Easter, along with pumpkins. How much are pumpkins? Let's see. Pumpkins are 2.1 bill. That is, unreal. Yeah, 2.1 bill. Not sure if you all can see right here. And by the way, My green screen is being a gigantic SOB. So that's the reason why you don't see my happy face. But don't worry, tomorrow you will see my happy face. Let's see. Okay, enough of this. End date. 2021 Halloween event was the first holiday event ever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I covered this in a podcast-style episode a couple months ago. So the Halloween event back in 2021 was the first event. That's pretty awesome. But the first Easter event that came out was, an Easter egg is 1.3 billion GP on RS3. That is crazy, isn't it? 1.3 bill for a little tiny egg. You had 2003, you had 2005. There was no 2004, didn't have a theme. That's actually very weird. I don't know why, but yeah, hey. Then the Rubber Chickens came out. I started playing RuneScape back in June of 2005, so I obviously missed this Easter event. 2006, I don't believe that I did the Easter event for 2006. I gotta double check if I have the chicken outfit on RuneScape. And then 2008, I was actually not on RuneScape 4. I actually did from May of 2007 up until April of 2008. I was off, but I'm almost positive that I missed the Easter event. 2009, Easter Carrot, the Dildo Whacker. Of course I did that. 2010, 2011 was fun. 2012, etc. 2014 or 2013-14 did not. That was a bad time for RuneScape because you had old school RuneScape launching in 2013 because EOC completely, yeah, did not do very well. But I mean, hey, RuneScape 3 microtransactions are still popping. You gotta respect that because RuneScape 3 created old school RuneScape. You gotta respect the EOC. For some reason, I always almost say AOC. I gotta wash my mouth out later with bleach, huh? 2015, 16, 17, 2008, 2018 was replaced. 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, basically the same. The Spring Festival got placed. And then you got Blooming, Burrow, and then the same exact thing. All these things on RuneScape 3 are pretty much cosmetic items. Like, yeah, that's what RuneScape 3 has became these days, is just a bunch of cosmetic items. But hey, at least Jagex is still celebrating the spirit. I mean, you gotta hands them down for that. Okay, so 2025 Easter event, that's what is going on right now. But if we go back in time, you go to 2013 on 2007scape, they ended up doing the Easter event in 2007. So RuneScape 2007, the first year of old school RuneScape, it was called RuneScape 2007 back then, pretty much got the recreation of RuneScape 2007. And then 2014, I believe the old school RuneScape team started doing different events, which was really cool. And then, yeah, I just never really covered any of these events during, like, videos and stuff. But I hate to break it to you, this is not going to be a guide-type video. I actually do have something for you all. So, I've actually used this content creator's guides before. Bubba, Old School RuneScape. I'll go ahead and put this link down below to his video guide as well. I'm actually going to be using this guide to do the Easter event here on my main account. Then I got to log on to my Iron Man accounts, which I have, oh boy. I got my Ultimate Iron, my Hardcore Iron. Yeah, I just got those two to do. But Bubba, I love your name. My aunt and uncle, they got two French bulldogs. One of their little French bulldogs are actually called Bubba. The other one is called Pinky. Bubba and Pinky. Oh, love your name, brother. This guy, this dude makes extremely detailed guides. So if you are looking for a guide, definitely check this one out. And like I said, much love, appreciation. But if I had to go back in time to my own, like, personal, like, guides out there, per se, I'd probably say my So definitely back 2000, oh boy, 2010 was probably, I want to say, one of my favorite Easter events out there. Ironically, I had a mining cape. I believe I just got a mining cape. And I'm pretty sure that I did the Hooba Hooba dance to the bunny rabbit, Mr. Bungholes. Oh, Hooba Hooba, hubba, 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 hubba. Yeah, so 2010 was absolutely epic. That's when Jagex did, like, a lot of, I want to say, like, story animation into these events. And that's honestly really what a lot of these events should be like. They're miniature little stories out there. And it really does bring a lot of, like, nostalgic feeling to the game. It's like a little mini quest, but at the same time, it's not too long, it's not too hard, it's something doable. There has been a couple holiday events where it's been undoable and unbearable. I remember a couple of those years pulling out my hair from my body, but these events are actually really simple, really easy, and really doable. And they're nothing too strenuous. I mean, I am a non-questing mother humper. And, I mean, back then, it was just like a fun time to do some of these quests. I don't remember why I ended up fighting someone here, but I ended up getting my poop chute pushed in significantly. Oh, yeah. I died by a hippie ranger. I think I just did that as like a comedy little gig. Oh, boy. Allergies! Water. Good thing I'm actually not showing my face right now. You'd probably be looking at myself choking on my own throat. Okay, allergies are almost over, by the way. I promise you all. And I've been hearing that a lot of you all have been suffering with terrible allergies, too. Oh, boy. Another great year was 2011. This was a phenomenal storyline. I can't even believe it's been 13 years. April 19th, 2011. Ironically, when is Easter? Oh, boy. I just looked at my calendar. Easter is on April 20th. Yeah, that's right. Easter is on 420. All you stoning bastards out there, you're probably... Are you seriously going to be high on the resurrection of Jesus? I mean, there are supposed theories of Christ. Using the peace pipe, right? Please don't roast me too much if you are a hardcore... I mean, don't get me wrong. Me personally, I'm a Christian, but, I mean, hey... Cannabinoids have been around since the beginning of time. What do you want me to say? I mean, they definitely have. There's evidence that they have. So, I mean, hey, was Jesus a stoner? I don't know. But I guarantee you that a lot of you 420 wackadoodles out there, you're probably going to be having a good Easter, right? Yeah, sure. Me personally, I'm just going to be having an extra cup of coffee. So, you all do you. I'm going to do me. Okay. 2011, oh boy. So back in 2011, I actually had to black out my friends list because a lot of people used to stalk my friends. It's actually a good perk of not getting analytics like I used to. I don't have to worry about my friends on this game being stalked by a whole bunch of bungholes. So it has its upsies and downsies, but okay. Queen of Sunrise. I remember the 2011 one so much, and I remember cursing this broad out because you gotta interact with them in a certain way, and I believe that's like Jack Frost there, and there's a lot of dialogue going back and forth with the Easter Bunny. I remember that, so let me just go ahead and say this. Back in 2011, I was probably one of the only people, if not, actually making these types of, like, video guides. There was also a lot less RuneScape content creators back then, too. But I would be, like, the first one to upload these. So I'd essentially be doing a guide video for the first time. And some of these guides really did, like, piss you off. And I remember this was one of them. I was like practically losing my mind because if you didn't select the right option, you pretty much had to redo everything. It was a little strenuous, especially for non-questing NightmareRH. I actually had a construction cape in here. I did have my dildo whacker, my carrot little whacker, but yeah, I mean, something like this years ago was actually pretty fun to do. This one was definitely very long, I will say, compared to like a lot of other ones. But overall, I mean, they're definitely fun. I don't really see anything wrong, especially with, oh yeah, we got a little emote. This was my favorite place to go to, mobilizing armies. Okay. Last one really quick was probably, oh, this was a fun one. I used to eat these big, gigantic chocolate bunnies. They were called Big Ears. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. This was uploaded 2014. Oh my, that's another 420. Wow. Like, what the? Yo, it's, oh yeah, this video is definitely going to appeal to a lot of you all. I have so many stoners in my old school RuneScape clan, it's not even funny. I used to get these big-eared bunnies all the time. And I remember making this video, and I'm like, hey, Mod Mark, I actually wanted to give you a big ears. Mod Mark, of course, never replied to me. I actually still have this same polo, by the way. Isn't that crazy? What do you want me to do? I take care of my polos. I take care of my shirts. Oh, yeah. These chocolate bunnies actually are disgusting. But they taste so good. They really do. Oh, man. Comment below if you're going to be stuffing your face with a bunch of chocolate and also a bunch of little peeps. Definitely the peeps. However, like I said, I haven't done this holiday event just yet. I'm going to be using Bubba's guide. From the looks of it, it doesn't look too strenuous because it's in one location, but this kind of really does freak me out a little bit because I'm seeing a bunch of dancing little carrots here. But then again, that's what, like, Easter, I mean, sure. You can go ahead and argue that Easter is supposed to be, of course, about, like, Christ being a Christian. But then on the flip side, you can say, hey, Easter is another family holiday. You get together. Obviously, some of you all are going to be stoned out of your mind. Me, I'm going to be sipping on some great coffee. Probably going to be making my pumpkin keto coffee. No, yeah, that's you want to know what? Probably definitely going to be doing that. I might actually be doing 2 little homemade pumpkin keto coffee. But overall, it's a fun time. And at least you're having fun, and this event does look actually pretty cool for the rewards. Let's see, what do we get? For the rewards, we basically get another outfit, Easter egg, which my Hardcore Iron Man sure is just going to be getting another Easter egg, Ultimate Iron Man sure as well. But overall, yeah, I mean, that Easter event just keeps rock and rolling, which is always a good thing. It's definitely not a bad thing out there to have on this game. The last thing that I'll pretty much cover for about Easter is that I really do wonder what RuneScape would be like if we just had no holiday events at all. Well, one, there'd be no rare items on RuneScape 3. That would be factual. And I think there would probably most likely just being a boring consensus every year. This is definitely one of those unique games where you get something new every holiday, or rather we should, a couple years obviously repeated, but there's a lot of other open world MMO games out there that they don't do anything holiday because they either don't want to offend some people, but then again, you're gonna offend people by... You're always going to have someone out there saying, hey, why didn't you mention Happy Easter? Or why didn't you mention Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah, etc., right? Even if you just choose not to do anything, I think that's probably the worst option. You might as well do something, maybe take some negativity, but hey, at least we get something fun out of it. and it also keeps people engaged into the game. But I love these holiday events. I get fun times out of them, and I see them as a way of just continuing playing the game. A lot of you all ask me, how the hell do I continue to play RuneScape over the course of many, many years? Well, firstly, you all are the reason why I'm still here. But if I were to take away that answer, I'd say probably because the game is constantly changing and updating, and I'm always wondering what the next year will bring. So 2026 Easter, what will that bring? I have no clue. I mean, for all I know, the Easter Bunny might sit on my face. That would be pretty terrifying and probably give me a lot of PTSD, but I mean, it would be a shell shocker. Would it surprise me? Probably not. I mean, it would definitely be something out of the blue, but hey, it's not the worst thing on the planet. Otherwise, I'll say this on a closing note. RuneScape is really in one of those weird type of phases. We got a lot of people that love RuneScape 3. We got a lot of people that love old school RuneScape. 2004scape is really still popping off from all the messages I'm getting saying, hey, you gotta cover more on 2004scape. I will, don't worry. The last couple days for me have been tremendously busy, but tomorrow's streaming is most likely going to be a couple hours old school RuneScape and then a couple hours of actually probably much more very heavy on 2004scape. The only downside is that I don't believe there's any holidays so far just yet on 04scape. But then again, there may never be. Not entirely sure. Have to really reach out to the developers, which I have yet to do. Like I said, guys, I am tremendously swamped right now, being pulled in like multiple directions. Appreciate the patience from many of you all, and I really do think the month of May, if I do commit to the daily content per day, is going to be very... it's going to get me in the mood to continue to create content. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just really wanted to talk a lot about Easter because, like I said, people tend to really not do these holiday events or really just don't see a purpose for them. I see a purpose for them because it's history. And me personally, I'm definitely a history buff like you can't imagine. And when you really dive into it, yeah, it's been a wild ride from 2025 all the way back to 2002. Some of you out there probably have been on RuneScape since 2001, the beginning, and have probably seen a 2002 Easter event, which is wild to really think about. If you are one of those people, definitely drop that in the comment section below. I will try to believe you, because I know that there are actual people that did go to the original Woodstock, and, you know, they get demonized because so many people say they went to the original Woodstock, but I will try to believe you that you say you went to the very first Easter event out there, like the first ever Easter event. Otherwise, on a super closing note, spreading some awareness for kidney health, always in all of my future videos. Here's my video that I talked about, homemade pumpkin keto coffee. This playlist will also be in the description too. If you know anyone out there suffering with any type of kidney diseases, definitely point them into this direction. I've done a lot of interviews with kidney scientists, researchers. I'm doing a dietary management on myself, which is going very much in my favor. Definitely point them to this playlist, even if they may give you the middle finger, because, hey, in this day and age, telling someone that a obsessive amount of sugar is not very popular, but you may get someone that will actually listen, like me last year. And it's one of those things that are definitely very important. But hey, if you know anyone out there suffering, like I said, please definitely point them in this direction. It's really great info, really great content. And if you want more of NightmareRH, definitely check out my Amazon book if you are a zombie fan. Otherwise, I'll see you all tomorrow with a new video, new live stream. Otherwise, take it easy and